Hey guys, and welcome back to my weekly shave on video. And today we're going to use Holy Kaw Fougere Bouquet, which I have not used for some time, so I figured today I'd give it a shot. I've really been impressed with these Holy Kaw, as I'm told it's called, soaps. You know, the name is Kaw, which sounds like it would be Kaw, but it's Kaw, I'm told, so I try to get that right, but every now and then I stumble and call it Kaw, like Peter Charcalis. But it's Kaw. Anyway, this is a great smelling soap. The scent strength out of the tub on this is about, maybe 4, but it is a really nice scent, and the soap quality is quite good. So if you haven't tried Holy Kaw, you may want to check them out and give them a shot if it sounds interesting. They definitely have some nice soaps. I'm using of course, the Breath of the Gods, which I love. And we're going to get going. Got a good load here. So let's wet the face and get going. Stand by. I don't expect any performance woes at all from Holy Kaw soaps. They're very good. And I have enjoyed them. I have 3, I believe. Very good soaps. Katie's Bubbles just came out with 3 new soaps, like last week or somewhere around in there, and they're due today, so I'm pretty excited about that. Some videos will be coming on Katie's Bubbles soaps, because he is absolutely in the upper echelon of artisan soap makers, without question. Some of my favorite soaps are Katie's Bubble soap. This stuff lathers, man, great. This is good stuff here, as Katie's Bubbles is. All right, looks like we're good enough shape here on lather. Today we're going to use our Cobra classic razor, which I really love. Now this is a guy you have to be careful with, because it will bite you if you're not careful. But if you are careful, it provides for an excellent shave. And it's curved towards your face, which really makes it easy to hold. It uses the Feather Pro or Feather style Artist Club style blade. And one of the things I really like is, because it's curved like this, it's very easy to get under your nose there. I like that. And it's just a pleasure to use this razor. I really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is sort of the mechanism that the blade secures with, but apart from that, really nice razor. They're hardly ever in stock. I don't know if they're making more or not, but if you can get your hands on one, it's a really nice razor, at least in my opinion. All right, okay, let's rinse my face and we'll go for pass 2. That soap performs very, very well, and that's no surprise. Let's talk about a couple of folks in the community. I noticed that Peter Charcalis, and if you guys haven't seen Peter Charcalis' channel, I suggest that you check it out. He is a guy that he loves soaps. Now, I love soaps, and I'd say I love soaps about as much as anyone, if not more than most people. But Peter, Balls Charcalis, as we call him, may have even surpassed my love for soaps, because man, he gets soaps and he's just smiling, and the enthusiasm just oozes. I love that, and he's a great guy to boot. When he first started, his first video when he was using a shavette, it was pretty brutal, and he admitted it. And, I mean, his hands he was all over the place, and he'd take a stroke, oh, cut myself, and he'd take another stroke, oh, cut myself. And after he thought about never making a video again, it was pretty rough. It was hard to watch for him. You just felt bad for him. But he got right back on the saddle. And nobody has improved more in such a short time than Peter Charcalis. Now you see him, and he's using that straight, and he's stropping, and he's just having fun and shaving like a pro. So hats off to Pete. But what I was going to say about Pete was, the other day, he was talking about a shaver, fellow friend of ours named Swivit. That's his nickname, Swivit. And Peter referred to him as Swivette, like like he's a Frenchman. So of course now we call Suivette, Frenchy Suivette. Oui, oui, Suivette. So now there's another nickname out there. So if you talk about Suivette, as Peter calls him, make sure that you have the French pronunciation, that Suivette, the Frenchman. We just try to have fun, you know. A lot of people are like, oh, why does everybody have nicknames, blah, blah, blah. Whine and complain. Just have fun. If you don't want to have fun, don't participate. No big deal. But anyway, Pete is a great guy. And we call him Balls because some guy, you know, hit him up on IM and just started talking about balls, you know, how to shave your balls. And it was pretty bizarre. Let me rinse my face and we'll come back. Anyhow, the guy was just wearing him out about everything balls. And in Pete's video at the end, he was like, don't be calling me about balls. I don't want to talk about balls. And it was funny. So, of course, from that point forward, we started calling him Balls Charcalis. And someone actually sent him a brush handle that is in the shape of balls. And he calls it, you know, I'm shaving with balls. The ball brush. Pete has a great sense of humor, and a lot of us do. And so when people don't understand what goes on in the community, the fun we have, and then sometimes the fighting that goes on, you know, that's what it's all about. People just, when you have different folks from all over, it's inevitable that sometimes they have differences. But we don't talk much about the fun and about the good that's done, like the campaign for Willie Protter, you know, and the money that we're raising for that. So many people have stepped in. I mean, there's just so much good that we often ignore. And I'm as guilty of that as anybody. Not talking about how much good there is. And really, primarily, it's good. 95% of it is. And there's guys in the community. We talk, you know, every night. And talk about our families. And that's what I would encourage you to do is, you know, when you're in these groups, be they Facebook or Google Plus, you know, get to know people just beyond the groups if you want to. I mean, you'll find that you meet some really nice people and they become true friends. And I've really made a lot of friends through these groups and these videos. And that really makes me happy to have so many great people that I've gotten to know, and you get to know things about them. They're from different parts of the world. It's not confined to the U.S. And like the Shave Tank, you know, from Austria. Just great guy. And you get to learn things, and it really expands your horizons. And I, for one, really appreciate that. I have to shut up while I do the upper stroke on the stash. Really nice. One other guy that I want to mention while I'm at it, Reverend Harkins, new shaver, a Reverend. And I find his videos to be so calming and disarming. You know, he's a newer wet shaver, and I think the experiences that are shared by new wet shavers are invaluable for people, because new wet shavers tend to bring questions to the table that other new wet shavers already have. And so through his experience, these questions get answered, and he brings a different perspective to the table. Never discount, you know, the contributions from new folks. I've always been a strong advocate of new folks, and I'm always going to remain so, because they bring a perspective to the table that is new. It's fresh. They see things that other people don't see, and sometimes they'll hit on points that people who have been around for years never hit on. So, all right, let me go ahead and rinse off. We'll come back and do the post. Stand by. All right, guys. So yeah, I will link Suivette, the Frenchman's channel below, Reverend Harkins, and Pete Charcalis. Check those guys out. Great guys all. Now, let's get to my godsend here, which is, of course, Thayer's Cucumber Witch Hazel, made by witches, I like to say, because it's magic. It has been magic for me. I talk about it every week, and I'll probably always talk about it, because it's much more than an astringent for me. It's actually a thing that saved me a lot of money for dry skin. So I love it. I use it on my entire face. It is great stuff. As for the aftershave, fine, fresh vetiver. My favorite vetiver aftershave of all time, without question. I just love this stuff. It's got an amazing scent, and I love it. I mean, I like the clean too, but my preference is definitely fresh. This is just, I feel like Paul H. when I put this on. Oh, you know how he does. Come on, it's great. This really is great. For the price, you can't beat it. It's outstanding. All right, let's talk a little bit about the gear. Holy cow. See, I did it again. Holy cow. Fougere Bouquet, very, very good. No problems at all with the lather. The brush of the gods. Excuse me. Yeah, brush of the gods, a big hit. With me, Cobra, excellent. I think this is my 6th use on this blade. Now, with the Artist Club style blades, you can get many more shaves than a regular DE. So I could get 10 or more shaves maybe out of this blade. The razor itself, outstanding. I love it. And, of course, the aftershave and witch hazel, which you just saw. Great stuff. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope everything goes well. Thanks for watching, as always.